Hello dear students, in today's class we are going to discuss about how to find the position of center of mass of two circular discs placed in contact. So it is neat application. So first application is that how to find the position of center of mass two circular discs placed in contact. See here, there are how many circular discs? Two circular discs. And both circular discs placed in contact. Then radius of first circular disc that can be taken as r1, and the whole mass of the circular disc located at the geometric center of the circular disc, because the mass is uniformly distributed throughout the disc. If the mass is uniformly distributed throughout the disc, then the center of mass is located at the center of the disc. Okay, see here, where is the total mass of the first disc? Total mass of the first disc is at the geometric center of the first disc. And similarly, the center of mass of the second disc. So again its whole mass is concentrated at a geometric center. Hence, we are going to take the total mass of the second disc is at C2, because the mass is uniformly distributed, and the radius of the second disc can be taken as R2. Okay, and both the discs are of same material. Andre ಎರಡು disc same material ಇಂದ ಆಗ್ಯಾವು. Okay, now so our aim is to find the position of center of mass from the circular disc, of radius r1. Means we are going to find the position of center of mass from the first disc. Okay, so always the center of mass is near to the heavier mass. Which one having heavier mass here? The second disc having the heavier mass. Now the center of mass located near to the heavier mass, that is Cm. This is center of mass. We have to find position of this center of mass. See here, what is the formula to find the position of center of mass relative to first particle? What is that formula? That is x1 is equal to m2 into d divided by total mass of the system, that is m1 plus m2. By using this formula, we are going to find the position of center of mass relative to the circular disc of radius r1. So the first disc is taken as first particle and second disc is taken as second particle. Now x1 is equal to m2 into d divided by total mass of the system, that is m1 plus m2. What is m2 here? Where m2 is mass of the second circular disc, where m2 is the mass of second circular disc. And what about m1? m1 is mass of the first circular disc. m1 is the mass of first circular disc. And here, what is d? D is the nothing but the distance of center of the second circular disc from center of the first circular disc, that is r1 plus r2. D is equal to r1 plus r2 is the distance of center of second circular disc from first circular disc. So our aim is to find the mass of the first circular disk and also the mass of the second circular disk. Here circular means it is a plane, means it is a two dimension. How to find the surface area of the circular disk, that is pi r square. So already you know that what is the area of circle. Area of the circle is pi r square. See here, by the definition of surface mass density, by the definition of surface mass density, by the definition of surface mass density. So surface mass density is nothing but it is total mass per unit area. Surface mass density can be represented by sigma. Then sigma is equal to mass of the circular disk per area of the circular disk. Okay. Now we are going to find the mass of the first disk. So we can write m1 is equal to sigma into a1. What is a1? a1 is nothing but area of the first circular disk. So sigma into area of the circle, that is pi r square, means pi into r1 square, pi into r1 square, then it is m1. And similarly mass of the second circular disk, that is m2 is equal to sigma into pi r2 square. So both circular disk having the same surface mass density, because both circular disks are of same material. ಎರಡು circular disk ಏನದಾವು ಸೇಮ್ material ಅದಾವು ಅಂದ್ರೆ so surface mass density ಏನಾಯ್ತು ಸೇಮ್ ಆಯ್ತಾ. Okay, then so substituting these values m1, m2 and d value in the equation, this equation I will take, this is equation 1. Then equation 1 becomes what about equation 1? x1 is equal to, what is x1? It is the position of the center of mass from the circular disk of radius r1. Its radius can be taken as r1 and its radius can be taken as r2. The distance of the center of the second circular disk from the center of the first circular disk, that is r1 plus r2, that is d, that can be taken as d. Then m2 is how much? m2 is sigma into pi r2 square into d is nothing but that is r1 plus r2. D is nothing but r1 plus r2 divided by, then mass of the first circular disk m1, mass of the first circular disk, that is sigma into pi into r1 square, sigma into pi into r1 square plus sigma into pi into r2 square. This is mass of the second circular disk. Now so what is common in these two? Sigma pi is common. So I will write here, that is x1 is equal to sigma pi r2 square into r1 plus r2 divided by total mass of the system. So what is common in these two? In these two sigma pi is common. I will take sigma pi as common. Then it is r1 square plus r2 square. Then what get cancelled? Sigma pi get cancelled. Now the position of the center of mass from the first circular disk, that is r2 square into r1 plus r2 divided by r1 square plus r2 square, r1 square plus r2 square. This is the formula to find the position of the center of mass relative to the circular disk of radius r1, circular disk of radius r1, that is r2 square into r1 plus r2 divided by r1 square plus r2 square. Similarly the position of center of mass from circular disk of radius r2, position of center of mass from the circular disk, of radius r2 is, that is I will take x2. We are going to find the position of the center of mass from second circular disk. Then x2 is equal to, instead of r2 square I will write r1 square. Then remaining same, r1 plus r2 divided by r1 square plus r2 square. Hence this is the position of the center of mass from the circular disk of radius r2. So this is about first neat application. What is second neat application? So in the first case, the first circular disk is taken at the origin. Okay. Now to find the position of the center of mass relative to the first circular disk. To find the position of the center of mass relative to the second circular disk is taken at the origin. Now next one, second neat application. If two spheres are in contact, spheres means 3 dimension. Spheres means here 3 dimension. Circular means 2 dimension. Sphere means 3 dimension. Again, two spheres are placed in contact. These two are the spheres. Center of the first sphere that can be taken as C1. The whole mass of the first sphere is located at the geometric center of the sphere because mass is uniformly distributed. ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಮಾಸ್ ಯೂನಿಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಿ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತಂದರೆ ಅದರ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಯಾವಾಗಲೂ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಲೊಕೇಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಸೆಂಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ಜೊಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ ಸೆಂಟ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಲೊಕೇಟ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ನಾವು ದಿ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಮಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ ಈಸ್ ಲೊಕೇಟೆಡ್ at second sphere is located at the geometric center of the second sphere, that is C2. Then the distance between them, so radius of the first sphere r1, radius of the second sphere r2. The distance of the distance of the center of the second sphere from the first sphere is nothing but r1 plus r2. Then so position of center of mass relative to or from relative to the first sphere or the sphere of radius r1, the sphere of radius r1, the sphere of radius r1. So what is that formula? See here, the position of the center of mass relative to the first sphere, always the center of mass located near to the heavier mass. Which one having heavier mass? Second sphere having the heavier mass. Okay, now so x1 is equal to m2 into d divided by total mass of the system, that is m1 plus m2. m1 is the mass of the first sphere and m2 is the mass of the second sphere. These two spheres are taken as the two particles. The sum of masses of two particles gives the total mass of the system. Then again, where d is the distance of center of the second sphere from the center of first sphere, that is r1 plus r2, and the mass of the first sphere we have to find. Mass of the first sphere. So here we have to take the volume mass density. What is volume mass density? Rho is equal to mass per volume. So m1 by v1. So what is v1? So v1 is nothing but volume of the first sphere. What is m1? Mass of the first sphere, and rho is the density of first sphere, and both spheres are of same material. ಎರಡು spheres same material ಅಂದ್ರೆ density same ಆಯ್ತು. Then m1 is equal to rho into v1. Then what about v1? So how to find the volume of the sphere? That is 4 by 3 pi r cube. So 4 by 3 pi r1 cube. We have to take radius of the first sphere. This is mass of the first sphere. Then mass of the second sphere. What is formula? That is m2 is equal to, I will write directly, rho into 4 by 3 pi r2 cube, pi r2 cube. R2 is radius of the second sphere and R1 is radius of the first sphere. Now substituting these values in this equation means I will take it is equation 1. Then equation 1 becomes, equation 1 becomes, equation 1 becomes. So what is equation 1? X1 is equal to means position of the center of mass from first sphere. Now X1 is equal to m2 is how much? M2 is rho 4 by 3 pi r2 cube, pi r2 cube into bracket. So d is nothing but r1 plus r2, r1 plus r2, then divided by m1 plus m2. So m1 is rho into 4 by 3 pi r1 cube and m2 is rho into 4 by 3 pi r2 cube. What is common in both? In both, rho into 4 by 3 pi is common. I will write directly, rho into 4 by 3 pi is common. Then here r1 cube plus r2 cube. Then rho into 4 by 3 pi get cancelled. Then now it is r2 cube into r1 plus r2 divided by r1 cube plus r2 cube, r1 cube plus r2 cube. It is the position of the center of mass relative to first sphere. Similarly, the position of the center of mass relative to second sphere, we can write x2 is equal to relative to second sphere. So to find the position of the center of mass relative to first sphere, we have to take first sphere at origin. But now we are going to find the position of the center of mass relative to the second sphere, means second sphere is taken at the origin. Then we can write r1 cube, r1 plus r2 whole divided by r1 cube plus r2 cube. Hence this is the position of the center of mass relative to the second sphere. Okay, this is about neat application related to how to find the position of center of mass in case of two circular discs placed in contact and also two spheres placed in contact.